Hi, I'm Dee, and this is Down the Wormhole, and today we're talking about my monsters, my red belly piranhas. Now, I am up in Alberta, Canada, which means that I can have these guys. So just make sure if you do look into getting these that you do check on your local laws. They are not available everywhere. If let loose, these guys, I have to admit, would be an absolute terror in a local waterway. But up here, they can't handle the cold, which is good because I have heard of them getting loose. Here you can see them eating their favorite meal, mealworms. I do have to keep these guys clean. This is how they handle a vacuuming. We do this on a stick, and as you can see, they aren't exactly like the movies. They aren't charging at it. They're actually quite skittish and would prefer to be anywhere else but where you've got the tool in the tank. They are not like the movies at all. My favorite word to describe these guys would definitely be very, very skittish. They jump at everything. They do not like the lights on. I have blacked out 3 walls of this tank to help them feel secure and safe in their environment, and I also keep the light off for the most part. I don't want to have to deal with any algae on the walls and it helps with them feeling safe so they're not so jumpy as well. As you can see, they are just staying up against the wall. Now, as you can also see, they are not this dirty. The gravel is fairly clean. I do not feed them feeder fish from the store. There's no goldfish going in this tank. I've had them for close to 2 years now, just shy of 2 years. It did take a little while for me to get them off of the feeder fish, but now they get a great diet of mealworms. These right here are some de-shelled shrimp that are thawed out. I also feed them some random halibut from the freezer and culls. That doesn't happen too often. Normally they are just feeding their food. As a pellet food, I have a little bit of a rant a little bit later on, but you'll hear. So yeah, feeding these guys, what I just do is I've made them used to eating on one side of the tank. On the left side, they know that the food is going to show up, so they don't get too aggressive if I do enter my hand into the tank. I always make sure to come in from the right-hand side. I keep these guys at just my normal parameters. I don't change anything else with them. They are a very, very hardy fish, and they look like they've been painted with glitter, which is just awesome. All right, well, you can't have critters without having cleanup. So on this tank, we currently are running 2 hang on the backs, both which I've just got foams in. I'm hoping these are going to slide out. There we go. So yeah, check out the color of these foams. I do believe this is from their food, but look how clean the filters are. Actually, these guys are extremely clean, but this is pink. This is absolutely pink. I cannot wait to stop using the food that I've got them on. That is just a lot of dye in their food. Like, I don't mind that they dye the pellets a little bit, but that is absolutely ridiculous. That is actually a new foam. I put that in there to start seeding it. As you can see, the piranhas are actually extremely, extremely clean. Like, there's not a lot of dirt coming out of these. The last time I cleaned this filter was, I would say, a good 3 months ago. So yeah, I'm not getting really dirty water out of this at all. It's just generally really gross from the mealworms and the other things that they eat, but All in all, cleanup wise, these are some of the cleanest predator fish that I've had to deal with so far. My arowana is awful. This goldfish keeps plugging up her filter faster than I can keep it clean. These piranhas, I would rate them fairly clean. Like, I'm not even gonna rinse out really this one on top. It's doing pretty good. So yeah, this was just seeded a while ago, but like I said, we are going to change out their food. I'm going back to the bug bites. I went to a store that didn't have the big cichlid pellets. So yeah, my bright orange filters. Something else, I'll tell you what. So the last thing I'm going to clean, as you can see, I've already got the tank fairly dirty in here, is just trying to get that spout off. It's the only other thing that plugs on the filter. I don't like reaching my hand in the tank, but as you can see, these guys are actually very freaked out and hiding in the corner already. So we're just going to try and pull that off and hope this goes smooth. So yeah, this is not a job I do often, most definitely. But as you can see, the piranhas are much more happy staying on the other side of the tank. I'm not complaining. It's on there really good. There we go. So yeah, it didn't bug me at all. Oops. Sorry guys. So we're just gonna do the same thing. I've got a old scrubby here. Predator fish are definitely a lot messier. And especially if you do feed some live food. So yeah, that's all we're gonna do to this tank here, and away we go. Like I said, this part will sometimes get clogged with the bug pieces and random stuff, but as for cleanliness, I do put these guys up high on the list. I'm sure if I was using like goldfish or something like that, I would have a lot more problems, but I really enjoy feeding the mealworms. I don't have that much problem with the filters or even the gravel vacuum with these guys. I'm very impressed. See if I can get that back on. Oh boy, this is a little harder. As you can see, they're just sitting in the corner not doing very much, so they definitely do not want to be anywhere near my hands or where I'm working, so I'm just scared one of them will dart. So yeah, Joe, hands in the piranha tank. And only for the second and only by the filter. So there we go. Maintenance on the big boys, on the glitter gang. Done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little crazy. I'll do the other filter probably next week. That guy right there. I don't like to do them both at once, but as you can see, there's not a lot of dirt in the filter, so I'm not too worried. These guys are doing great, and they will be much happier once I get my hands back out of the tank.